They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A run for Nick Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second and 9. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Wentz now on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Morgan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Smith out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Morgan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Browns 7, Falcons nothing.
Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Following the penalty, Chubb, and he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 5 now. Wentz dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And incomplete.
Wentz's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On the ground, it's Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Chubb. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down and 9.
Morgan to throw on 3rd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now wins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17. Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 37. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, Morgan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Seibert to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Morgan. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The 33-yard line.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Morgan throwing again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Morgan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First down.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Another try for Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
The kick is good.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Chubb down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Handoff to Nick Chubb.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 4.
Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morgan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Morgan on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Morgan. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A give. This is Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Morgan. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Shark, 64 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
His kick is...
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. The Browns drive about to get started, and the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down. Morgan, he's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
It's fourth down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. He's back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Smith trying to run for it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 4-yard line.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wentz. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Second and 10. One final try now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
From the contact. Brings up third down and 10.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.